Charles Oliveira is a legend, a former champ, submission machine, and one of the most exciting fighters to ever step in the octagon. But folks, when he steps in there with Ilia Topuria, he's not just facing a new generation, he's facing a nightmare. Ilia Topuria isn't just undefeated, he's undeniable. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why Topuria is going to run through Charles Oliveira, and why it might not even be close. Let's get into it. First, let's have a quick look at their resumes. Charles Oliveira, 35 wins, all-time leader in UFC finishes and submissions. Took out killers like Chandler, Poirier, and Gaethje, but he's been dropped or stopped 11 times in his UFC career. Ilia Topuria, 16-0, undefeated, 14 finishes, serious KO power, a proficient wrestler and a black belt in BJJ. Just dismantled Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway within 8 months of each other, two of the greatest featherweights ever. Oliveira's resume is elite, but that chin? It's a liability, and Ilia smells blood. Let's talk styles. Topuria's advantages: explosive, tight boxing combos, incredible balance and takedown defense, patient, doesn't overextend, body shots, hooks, and head movement that neutralize wild strikers. Oliveira brings high-paced chaos. He pressures opponents with front kicks, knees, and aggressive grappling. But when he gets hit, he folds. And when he gets rocked, he pulls guard. Against a sniper like Topuria, pulling guard is suicide. This isn't a brawler who'll follow you into your world. This is a cold, calculated finisher who wants you to make that mistake. Oliveira's been dropped by guys like Chandler, Gaethje, and Poirier. Topuria is a far cleaner, superior boxer to all of them, and more precise. Here we see Oliveira managing to catch Gaethje after he evades Gaethje's infamous leg kick. We then see him land a knee in the clinch, and do well to mix it up with a jab. But he ignored the range required to land a double jab and threw it as soon as he saw the chance. Gaethje clipped him. Due to this, Topuria stops him if he gets that amount of timing and space. We also see how he tends to keep his chin in the air and keep upright. This might be due to his strong Muay Thai and boxing backgrounds, but it's also what gets him clipped most of the time. Topuria was very efficient at closing range against Max, so will probably have an easier time closing range in this fight. Charles will fight in the pocket with him more often, and doesn't really defend himself beyond using his reach, height, and aggression. Here we see Ilia land a jab on Max but then fakes a body jab to throw Max off and land another jab up top. Ilia doesn't get wild. He's measured. He breaks you down methodically. And he doesn't give Oliveira the chaos he thrives in. Charles will at one point try to be the aggressor. It's in his nature. He will always fight this way. So I don't see him being able to fight on his back foot and try to edge a decision or something. Not without being set up and dropped. His defense isn't good enough to make such a plan work against Ilia. And he almost got finished by Chandler, who hadn't fought in over 2 years and is nearly 40. Ilia will finish Charles should he clip him this way. He's younger, far more accurate puncher and has top-tier fight IQ. The adjustments he made in the Max fight to deal with the height and reach discrepancy shows he's ready to take on taller challengers. Oliveira's aggression will give him more opportunities to hurt him, since all Max wanted to do was pick Ilia off, so moved a lot more but was still broken down and finished by Topuria in the end. Topuria has never been submitted. He stuffs takedowns, scrambles well, and keeps the fight where he wants it. I can see Ilia mixing in a takedown, and feel they will both attempt to grapple each other. But Ilia's wrestling is far better than Charles's, so if they wrestle this will be put on full display. Charles has started to mix in wrestling more nowadays, as he has been getting ragdolled back to back by them, so might as well join them if you can't beat them. Ilia has far better takedown defense than Charles, and sets up his takedowns better nowadays. Something Charles rarely does. He will just time his shot and barely even does that. Most of the time I have seen him wrestle offensively, he just shoots when in range. Like this. I see him getting the pancake treatment if he tries such sloppy takedowns on Ilia. Topuria is just 28, peaking physically and mentally. Oliveira's taken damage, a lot of it, and at 35 it's catching up. Oliveira has used up most of his prime and won't improve much nowadays, whereas Ilia's barely 30 and will definitely get better, which is frightening considering how elite he is already. I respect Oliveira. He's a warrior. But in this matchup, it's bad news. Ilia Topuria will drop Oliveira early. He won't follow him to the mat. He'll make him stand back up. And when he does, it's lights out. Prediction? Topuria by KO, round 2. Whether you agree or not, one thing is clear. This fight is going to be fireworks. But for me, Ilia Topuria is the future. And Charles Oliveira? He's about to run into a buzzsaw. Like, subscribe, and drop your prediction in the comments below. Who you got, Do Bronx or El Matador? Let's talk about it.